Hello everyone and welcome back to my studio. I hope you're enjoying all this holiday fun. I am having a wonderful time going crazy with wreath making, getting my holiday spirit on. So let's get down to the table and see what we're making today. Okay, today's wonderful wreath are going to feature our glittery reindeer and a beautiful bow down here and our greenery. And I'm going to wrap with some red deco mesh. So let me move some things to the side. You know how I like to pre-prep out, so I know what it's going to look like, and I'm happy with it. I've pre-cut all my stems to the right length. It makes it so much easier if you pre-prep and know where everything's going to go and know that you like the way it looks. You can always make some minor changes as you go, but it's always best if you at least have a plan when it comes to wreath making. So I'm going to unwrap this and we'll get started. Okay, so we're going to turn our wreath over and we're going to set our mesh, and then we're going to put hot glue on both the bars and down in between so that we're gluing not only to the frame but to itself. And then don't forget your handy dandy silicone brush so you do not burn your little fingers. It's not a good thing to burn yourself, and this really is a very helpful way of getting everything to stick together nicely for you. We're going to let that set for a second. Okay, and once that's set up a little bit, dry a second and cut off your excess. And get your second roll ready to go. Put some more glue down. Get that second roll started in there. Make sure you do your first wrap right over where that glue is to make sure it's nice and sealed in. And you're off. When you get to the end, a good bit of glue down, pull it over, make sure you've gotten everywhere. Make sure you get all the way out to the edge. You don't want your edges popping up. And cut off your extra. Okay, now while that's drying up, we're going to work on our bow. So I'll throw that off to the side. For our bow, we're going to use the measuring marks at the bottom of my mat to help us. Trying to get it so you can see the numbers. Okay. So I've got 2 different ribbons. One is my Merry Christmas ribbon and one is some pretty trees. Okay, and now we're going to get our handy stapler. Now you can do this with hot glue. Don't have to staple it. We're going to put 1/18 aside of each design. And we're going to take our handy stapler and we're going to make the rest of our ribbons into loops. Now with your smallest one, you're going to make your little tube. Remember, this was only a 6-inch piece. And staple it or hot glue it, whatever you're doing. And you're going to take that small piece and you're going to get your pipe cleaner. And we're going to run the pipe cleaner through the middle. We're going to take this and we're going to squish up this edge. Making that cute little puff. And we're going to find the halfway point of our pipe cleaner and twist that a few times. Not a lot, just enough to hold it. So that's ready. And we're going to set that to the side for a minute. Now we're going to take all our bow pieces and we're going to lay them down in X's, alternating our colors. Trying to get all our centers in the same place. Then we're going to start at one end and we're going to start crunching and pushing all our little centers together and squishing it up into a nice little squish. And then where our center is, we're going to put that puff piece, and then we're going to take it to the back and give it a good twist or two. So that's the beginnings of our bow, and we will fluff it all when we're done. Now we're going to take our tails and we're going to dovetail our ends. Oh, did that one backwards? Okay. Not thinking clearly here, obviously. It's okay. I'll just make this one a little shorter than that one, and that might actually be a good thing. Alright, so I'm going to take my shorter one and put it on top of my longer one. So you're going to take your two, turn them face down, and you're going to scrunch, 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 scrunch that center. Hopefully that's the center. Close enough. Okay, and you're going to bend them so that your good sides are down. And take that pipe cleaner that you've got there and put them into it. And again, give yourself a couple good twists to hold everybody in place. Okay, and then we're going to leave this pipe cleaner on because that's how we're going to attach it to the wreath. Alright, we're going to fluff up our bows a little to make this gorgeous. Okay, let's get that wreath back over here. So we're going to bring our wreath over and we're going to set that on there, turn it over, and use our twist tie to attach that. And then just to make sure it's nice and secure, you're going to take and put a big glob of glue right there. That's going to keep it from coming undone, and it's going to keep it from moving. And we're going to let that sit for a second and dry, and then we'll be back. Okay, I brought out my little silicone mat because that glue dot on the back is a little tacky still, but I want to get moving here. So again, I'm going to look at where I want certain things to sit, how far up, how close. We're going to start by gluing down And don't worry that this is still showing now because we're working our way towards the ribbon. You can work the opposite direction if you want, but I found it's easier to put something on top of something than to slide something under something. And if you want, you can even put the bow on last, but I put the bow on first because then I can see that I'm hiding everything under the bow. Otherwise you're sort of guessing, and you don't want to have it too close to the bow, and you don't want to have it too far from the bow, and then you have to add in more stuff because you've messed it up. So, take my word for it, put the bow on first. Okay, now we're going to add our reindeer. We're going to stand proudly up top here.
Whoa, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yes.
I think I put him a little higher than I put him, but I'm not going to worry about the symmetry. Okay, I'm going to let this set up and dry, and then I'll give you final results. Okay, and here's the final results. I did put a pipe cleaner hanger on it, our little reindeer wreath. We're going to start with our beautiful bow, which has the trees and the Merry Christmas. We've got our wonderful little picks and flowers and our gorgeous reindeer, brightening it up and giving us that beautiful holiday feel. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this, everyone. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos. Thank you so much for joining me in my madness for wreaths. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everyone.
Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree, and I've lit my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the